2 track records, 11 best of the meeting wins, one of Where's Pedro's fastest sons. Now at start, the Flying Cape Hawke. In a career which spanned less than 12 months, Cape Hawke created headlines for all the right reasons. 17 wins from 31 starts, he set track records at Sandown Park and Shepparton, ran a blinding 29.33 at Angle Park, he won from every box, and he was a finalist in 3 Group 1 events. All this after breaking a Hawke as a pup and racing for most of his career under the constant threat of injury. Trained by Jamie Ennis, Cape Hawke made his debut at the Meadows in June of 2011 from Box 2 as a $1.60 favourite.
Racing. Cape Hawke only fair to begin and winning at Loretta West out in the centre. Cape Hawke's going to accelerate quickly now. And the favourite takes the lead turning out of the straight, followed by Aussie Rebel. Then Future Legend getting a run on the inside. Cousin Cupcake followed by Princess Melanie over Gold Digger Girl and Last Smoking Legs. But Cape Hawke, the first race favourite, shot away. Raced about 6 in front to Loretta West, followed by Aussie Rebel. Trying to make ground Future Legend, followed by Cousin Cupcake. But Cape Hawke in no danger. He's a minute in front up the straight. And Cape Hawke wins by a big margin.
A 9 1/4 length romp in a best of the day 30.07 was the perfect start to Cape Hawke's career. He followed that up 1 week later when scoring by 4.5 lengths from box 7 in 30.06. Again the best of the day, before heading to Angle Park for a heat of the Champion Puppy Classic, which he won on a rain-soaked track. In August, Cape Hawke commenced a winning run, which would yield no less than 7 consecutive victories.
Will off the back in front of here, Magic J-Man Inserter winding up with a very strong run now, swept through on the inside. Claretown Fawcett right down the outside late, Cape Hawke kicking strongly, but Cape Hawke right over the top, strong win.
Montebello Oscar well off the lead from Coolangatta Gold and McQuillan. They run for home though, and Ocean Deep pinched a length and a half, switching course Cape Hawke, and then came Cool Cat Ernie in the straight. Ocean Deep in front, Ocean Deep just in front, I don't know. Cape Hawke has lunged right on the inside of Cape Hawke.
Now Ocean Deep followed by Madison's Girl, then Total Rebellion, and back to last on the outside, Montebello Oscar on the corner. In front Sunny's Jet, but here's Cape Hawke descending upon them down the outside. Cape Hawke went straight on by Sunny's Jet, shot clear, and Cape Hawke comes away to beat Sunny's Jet.
Cape Hawke returned to the Meadows in September during his winning sequence, and from box 7 he announced to all and sundry he was a seriously fast race dog.
And racing, the favourite Cape Hawke on the outside began fairly well, but away very fast. Entice Me Juliet, with 4 lengths out of the straight now to Cape Hawke to second. About 8 lengths further back then came Northern Rambler third. They were followed next on the outside by 6 Bob, and then came Black Mountain. Well back out of it would have been Electra Johnson, followed by Bit Famous. And Mrs. McGagus at the tar, but Black Hawk left them standing and shot away 5 in front over Entice Me Juliet, followed by 6 Bob. But the last favourite is Home to the Wide World, and Cape Hawke bolted in. Second is 6 Bob, followed by Entice Me Juliet.
The winning time was a flying 29.88 as Cape Hawke blew his rivals away to score by nearly 9 lengths. But if greyhound fans needed any more convincing as to his ability, at his next start at Sandown Park from box 2, he would show his hand for all to see.
Racing, Cape Hawke on the inside, jumped away fairly well, is spearing through now. The favourite second Axel's going quickly out wide, and Cape Hawke driving through. Cape Hawke will rail up on the inside and take the lead to the back straight, and the favourite went clear. 2.5 to Axel's, Rainbow's Gift third. A gap in the race there to Dara. They were followed further back by Shooky. Well out of it then Hagen's Hero, Lovely Banks lad, and last Dr. Nipples coming up the home turn though, and into the straight, and it's Cape Hawke well clear. Cape Hawke has zoomed away from the opposition. It'll win it well. Axel second, beaten about 10. Third, Dara.
The time of 29.13 was a new track record for the 515 metre journey. Running a 5:05 first split, he broke Heston Bale's track record. And 5 days later, he would again show his class when defeating subsequent Group 1 Top Gun winner David Bale.
They're racing Cape Hawke, slow to begin near the inside, away fast, up and away. Went through to lead early now from wide out as Queen of Cyprus in the run around the first turn. Cape Hawke getting up on the inside to be second. Down the back though, and up and away the leader. It's 2 lengths to Cape Hawke, followed by David Bale third. They were followed by Smoke Home, Queen of Cyprus. They were followed then by Matilli Bale, Don Chendo, Pedro's finest. Cape Hawke takes the lead off the back and skipped away. David Bale to second, drifting back there up and away. But Cape Hawke after a slow getaway is too good. And the track record holder Cape Hawke wins it. Second David Bale, third Smoke Home.
This time he clocked a brilliant 29.20 in a Melbourne Cup Prelude. And it was time for Ennis to up the ante and produced Cape Hawke against some of the best in the land. His next start was in a heat of the Group 1 Adelaide Cup, and the result was simply breathtaking.
And away, good line out, showing pace, Cape Hawke. It's trying to get over in front of Rawson Reason, who's booting up. Cape Hawke finds the lead, gets out by 2.5 lengths to the back. Keldon Komodo second, then Martilli Bale behind those Cold Fusion. Next, Dinah Bird from Rawson Reason, 3 away Sergeant Trigger, and Archer Street off the back, and it's Cape Hawke out by 5. Doing the chasing, Keldon Komodo, then Cold Fusion running on, straightening up, it's Cape Hawke clear. Cold Fusion getting to second, but Cape Hawke won it by 6. Second Cold Fusion, third Keldon Komodo.
Cape Hawke stopped the clock at a blistering 29.33, one of the fastest times ever recorded over 515 metres at the Engle Park venue. After striking trouble in the early stages, he would eventually finish third in the Group 1 final behind Mapunga Nicky. In late November, Annis returned the son of Wes Pedro and Viva Odessa to the spacious one-turn track of Ballarat for a tilt at the Group 2 Cup. From box 4, he would lead throughout to again clock best of the night figures when winning by more than 6 lengths.
Racing, Cape Hawke jumped away brilliantly out in box number 4, straight to the lead, settling down from Auto American. They were followed by Monstered third. Next, Electra Johnson, followed by Kid Palmer. Back to the inside, Sienna Rose as well back. Cross Van Ogan, Stefan Bale. Cape Hawke as the leader. Came to the home turn, 8 lengths in front. Auto American, Kid Palmer's down the outside, followed by Monstered in the straight. And Cape Hawke is going brilliantly in the lead. And Cape Hawke by 4 lengths, second spot to go to Auto American.
The time was 25.17. And after starting a $1.80 favourite, he finished 4th in the Group 2 final. Cape Hawke's next target was the prestigious Group 1 Silver Chief Series at the Meadows. And in his heat from box 8, he ran a sizzling 29.73. 7 days later in the semi-final, he would start a $1.70 favourite from box 4.
Racing, Soda Boy began pretty well. Cape Hawke out in the centre, jumped away well. Cape Hawke is showing great speed from the centre pin there to go to the lead around the first turn. Went to the back straight, 2 or 3 clear Soda Boy. Out to the tail with Electra Johnson and Geordie Porty down the back though. And Cape Hawke the leader, 6 lengths in front. In second spot, Soda Boy, followed by Wonga Willie Bruno to third. A long gap now to Yuriko Bale, followed by V8 Mate, then Hansley Bale, but it's all Cape Hawke turning for home. Well out in front over Soda Boy. And Cape Hawke's going to be a brilliant winner by 6 or 7 lengths.
The winning margin was 7.5 lengths. The time, a best of night 29.77, which would see Cape Hawke start favourite in the Group 1 final, eventually finishing 4th behind God's End. In a free-for-all at Shepparton in January of 2012, he would draw the inside box for the first and only time in his career.
Racing, Cape Hawke came out nicely. Showing pace was Jet Lane from Cape Hawke. And then going up around the outside by Bounce and Norris into centre was Carrack. Then Top Pledge for the back there was Leggy L, and last of all was Jade's Turn. Off the back, and Cape Hawke put his foot to the floor now and got away about 5 to Jet Lane. Then Top Pledge for the back was Leggy L, but around the corner, Cape Hawke, he's doing it in fine style. And Cape Hawke far too good by about 6 or 7. Jet Lane second, Top Pledge third.
In a devastating display of speed, Cape Hawke ran 24.82 for the 450-metre trip at Shepparton to score by 8.5 lengths and equal the track record. In April of 2012, after a 2-month injury-enforced layoff, Cape Hawke was aimed at the Warrnambool Classic Series. A 5.5-length win in his heat in the time of 25.22 saw Cape Hawke start favourite in the semi-final of the Classic from box 4.
Racing. Cape Hawke left swiftly out in the centre, favourite straight up to lead, Make the Call, and they're followed by Pure Instinct, Czar Purple, over King Benny, Comic Sons, Boss Rumble, and the tail end to Show Me How, but Cape Hawke mid-race out by 2, Make the Call making a race of it, about 4 to King Benny, running on Comic Sons, Pure Instinct, they turn, Cape Hawke the leader, Make the Call, won't go away, Cape Hawke a length and a quarter in front, Make the Call driving late, but Cape Hawke's going to have enough in the hand, and in fact draws clear, and Cape Hawke all the way beats Make the Call, followed by Pure Instinct.
The time was a brilliant 25.18. But again, luck deserted Cape Hawke in the final of the Group 2 Classic after he drew box 5. The last win of his career came at Sandown Park in May of 2012 when he defeated General Destiny in a best-of-night 29.32. But tragedy would strike in the Group 2 Harrison Dawson 1 week later. After leading and looking assured of victory, Cape Hawke would break down with his recurring Hawke injury and be retired from racing. His career stats ended with 31 starts for 17 wins, 2 track records at Sandown Park and Shepparton, and 11 wins in the best time of the meeting. He was a finalist in the Group 1 Tamlee, Adelaide Cup and Silver Chief, and Cape Hawke won from every box during his career. But if his racetrack credentials are impressive, so too is his breeding. He is one of Wes Pedro's best credential sons, and his dam line is proven with strength, speed and class. Viva Odessa is by history lesson out of Odessa Lass, and produced the likes of fellow Group 1 performers Odessa Shiraz, a finalist in the Group 1 National Futurity, and Supreme Odessa, a finalist in the Group 1 Paws of Thunder, while his granddam Odessa Lass also produced Captain Odessa, runner-up in the Silver Chief, and an Australian Cup and Tamlee finalist. Cape Hawke's average winning margin was just under 5 lengths, and the longest price he ever started was at $7.50. All this from a greyhound who broke a Hawke as a pup and raced with injury for most of his career. Cape Hawke, now standing at stud at the affordable price of just $770.